Hey everybody, I'm going to teach you guys how to pack. This is take two because I realized about 4 seconds in last time that I couldn't flip my camera around while I was recording the video. So anyway, you're not going to see me, but you're going to see the suitcases that you should bring. I'm going to teach you about what each suitcase is, and then I'm going to give you my suggestion on what I think you should pack. So there's three types of suitcases or bags that are listed on that list when you go through airport. The first is the checked bag, and it's called a checked bag because before you make your way through security, you turn this bag over to the airline and they put it on the plane for you, and you don't see it again until you land. So the pros for doing a checked bag, and here's my hand on it for reference. This is a normal sheet of paper. Pros about a checked bag is that they can be really big. They can be 50 pounds max, and we will have a luggage scale so you can weigh your bag before we bring it to the airport. There's also less TSA limits. TSA is I actually don't know what the T stands for. Terminal Security Agency, maybe. They are the ones that make sure you're not bringing anything troubling on the planes. And so with a checked bag, they have fewer limits on what you can bring as far as liquids like shampoos, stuff like that. The cons are you don't have access to this bag on the plane. So once you turn it in again at the beginning of the airport, you won't see anything in this bag again, and there's no chance to get it back until we land and get off the plane. Another con is these bags are notoriously handled pretty rough in the airports, and so your bag might get thrown around. So I would not put anything too fragile in there. The second type of bag is a carry-on bag, and you can see a little size comparison here. Your carry-on bag is accessible during the flight, which is a big perk because maybe you forgot something, maybe you have something in there that you want, like a sweater, and you want to be able to access it. These are accessible on the flights, but there's a lot of cons. One, they must be able to fit in the overhead bins on the airplanes, and they are super strict about this. So if your bag is a little too big, they're just going to take it from you and check it anyway. So you want to be careful about that. You want to take a look at those guidelines that I sent earlier. There's also harsher TSA guidelines as you travel with this through the airport. There's a lot of limits on what you can and can't pack in these bags. Also, you have to carry it through the airport the whole time that you're in there. So we'll be in the airport for a couple of hours before we get on the plane. And that whole time that you're in there, you got to walk around with this bag. Last but not least is the personal item. This can really be anything. It doesn't have to be a bag. It can be a pillow. It can be a blanket. It can be a backpack. It must fit under the seat. So the seats are pretty small in front of you. Whatever you bring has to be able to fit in the seat under the seat in front of you. So when I'm showing you these bags, I'm showing you the maximum size that these bags can be. When I went to Ireland, I packed all my clothes for 2 weeks in this size bag, but I checked it. So it doesn't have to be a huge suitcase in order to check it. You can check a small carry-on size bag like this. And so my suggestion for you guys is for your checked bag, I would pack a big suitcase, whether you need the whole 50 pounds or you only need 20, with mostly clothes. And you can see I put packing cubes there. Go on Amazon, type packing cubes. I promise you, if you've never traveled with them, it's going to change your life. The second thing that I would bring for your carry-on, I actually wouldn't bring another suitcase if you can help it. I would bring a backpack as your carry-on because you can still stow it in the overhead compartment. But this way, it's easier to travel around with, and it will also double as your day bag when we go to New York. It should be a backpack with enough room to fit maybe some pajamas, toiletries, another outfit, Bible and journal, and maybe your wallet, and that's about it. And then for your personal item, I would just bring a pillow. It's a long flight, you're gonna wanna sleep, and you're gonna need a pillow when we get to New Jersey anyway. So that's what I would bring. If you guys have any questions, let me know.